Why does it look like you've got a black eye? I'm the one that got headbutted. Why do you look like you've got a black eye?
Don't worry about it.
What happened? What happened?
Nothing.
No, that looks like I just noticed that myself. You got a little like sty coming in or something?
Who knows?
Stress?
Maybe it's allergies. Why is this the second time we're recording? This is now what we're talking about. Hello.
Hello. What's wrong with your face, bro?
Someone fart on your pillow or something like that?
No, I don't know.
You do know. Oh, we all got beverages? It's the first time we've all... I've got the spritzer.
I'm trying the high noon transfusion.
I wanted to try that.
I've just got a trusty Bud Light.
Is Ovo ever going to get into the seltzer game, or is it just too saturated now?
Having thoughts. Got some ideas. You'll be there for testing, obviously, if that ever.
Of course.
We'll go down to the distillery in Connecticut.
I'm the target audience. Let's just say
animals, yeah. And so I can't stop looking at his eye now. But I digress, gentlemen. How the hell are you?
Good. I'm doing fantastic. I've had a couple parlays missed that are some pretty shockers. Thank you, Ollie Watkins. Thank you. This is a little bit of a gambling tangent right now, but I don't understand what a shot on target is anymore. Like, if I understand it looks like a passing motion, but if the goalie's not there to stop that, it's a goal. So how is that not considered a shot on target?
Anything from the opposition player towards the opposition's goal should be a shot on target, even if it's soft.
I understand like a cross and the goalie grabs it, like or something like that. That's not a shot. But like this was clearly like.
Tell us a scenario and we'll post a video and then get people's opinions because
it was the end of the Spurs game. It was Tell, and I mean shocking play by him. I mean he probably should have passed or actually tried to take a shot, but he just basically passed it to the goalie, like right at him from like an angle too. And obviously like I need a shot on target to hit my parlay. Which listen, I know there's the fucking people out there that are like, oh, shut up about your parlay. You shut up. I need to know what a shot on target is if I'm going to continue using that in my parlays because I've been screwed a few times now. It's not just me. I sent you guys the screenshots. There's people all over like, how is this not a shot on target? How is this not a shot on target? What the fuck is a shot on target now? That's what I need to know. That's what the wizard needs to know.
So the two situations I saw, I was sitting next to him when this was going on. Two situations where one, he hit the post, which to me is just...
That one was also inches away from like Sanchez. Like it may have even hit a fingertip for him.
Yeah. But then he, in the actual flow of the game, the one we're talking about was a pass.
Yes.
But
you see guys pass the ball into the net. Like
it was hit directly. It shouldn't be up for opinion, right? A ball was passed from the offensive opposing team to the goal of the defending team, and it was, if the keeper wasn't there, it would have gone in. And so I do see the frustration because they can't go, oh, it was a pass. How do you fucking know? You might have just missed it.
He also grabbed it and rolled on the ground. Like that should be like a, like I know he's trying to end the game there, but like
you can also pass the ball into the net, side foot the ball into the net. If it dribbles across the line, it's still a goal. Well, you know.
Yeah. So it was a weird one, but no.
Disappointing.
You credit to you though, putting a positive spin on this. You put in the group, you were like Richarlison. What did you say? If you're not betting on Richarlison to score today, you don't know ball. Me and you did. Alex obviously didn't. A little cash in the bank for old AP and Wizard.
I just say those are the type of games, and you know what it is. Like I should have even made it even clearer than that. Like he's going to 2-1, when they're down, he's going to score.
Yeah. It's since we last spoke, the shit that's gone on, like it's mental. From fucking, obviously we'll touch on Arsenal and then the relegation shit, the England fucking squad. It's absolutely mental. It's boss. Like there is
the playoff final.
Shit in hell, fucking hell. Like
you know what? I'm just gonna say one thing right now. My mom's trying to call me right now. It's the third time she's called me. Like and she doesn't even know that I'm on the podcast right now.
Answer the phone.
No.
We'll only stop recording if it's like a dark.
I know exactly what it's about. I shipped their car from Florida, and something happened where like their Easy Pass or Sun Pass or whatever the Easy Pass of Florida, like even though the car got shipped, like they got charged. And it's like, have you called them about the charge? And I'm like, Dad, I emailed you. They literally say, like, I sent you the BOL, like it's like basically the proof that your car was being transported. You weren't driving it. And I'm like, you need to dispute this with SunPass. And then he just texted me like 10 minutes ago. He's like, please call your mother and I. We need to discuss the SunPass charges. And I'm like, did you read my email? Did you read my text? No, of course not. And it's like, it's just, I mean, my parents are probably older than your guys' parents. They're in like their late 70s. They get to a certain part where they give a fuck. Just go. The give a fuck meter is at fully on red, like fully on red. Like, and they don't read anything. They don't know anything technology wise. It's just
how long between the phone calls was there? Or was it like bang bang bang? Like,
no. I'm saying this is the third time she's called me. Like literally, like, as the Knicks game is about to tip off. Like, and she doesn't even know that I'm on the podcast right now. She's probably like, "Oh, Thursday night, let me call Brian." Right at 8:20 on the dot. It's like, let me see if they're texting me. Let me see.
I'm worried. Just make sure. Say
no. It's literally because my dad texted me right as we got on here, and it's literally about the charges. Like,
that's excellent.
I think we're talking about like $45 too. Like we're not talking about like the end of the world. Like
the economy is where it is. Get it back.
Listen, I just can't. I can't. It's just. I don't know. They just don't get it sometimes. It's just
excellent. Well, that aside, parlays and your parents' car logistics aside, do we kick off with the fucking? Can we get the Arsenal one over? Because that's boring.
Yeah. I think we get the salutations out. There's a couple we got to throw out there. So
go on.
First off, let's give a congrats to Aston Villa winning the Europa League. I think that's probably the most important one to give a shout out to. I mean, listen, I was a believer in the Villains this year. Threw a little action on them to win the league. Didn't work out, but good season from them. I think probably one of the happier fan bases, I'd say, probably in the Prem right now.
Imagine what they would have, the odds were if the lads, you're going to finish in the Champions League spot and win the Europa League. They were like, all right, go.
Fucking sign on the dotted line right there.
Yeah.
And I think like Villain fans, or the Villa fans, like if you look at that team too, one of the things that's most impressive with it, like they had to sell one of their strikers, Malin, to Roma, who has been tearing it up. Like he's like up for like player of the year in Serie A. Like,
is he?
Like, so they had to give up a pretty like Watkins was not playing that well. Malin was overplaying him. And they had to let him go. They had the thing with Duran last year where that guy, I mean, don't even get me started. That guy, whoever's advising that guy in his career.
Yeah.
It's awful. But like they've had to lose like guys. They haven't really, I mean, they signed Tammy Abraham. They signed Douglas Luiz, like guys that were there before. Like they didn't go out and make some they didn't get a Gahey. They didn't go out and get a, Semenyo. Like they just put together a really quality squad. They've got a good mix of young players. They've got
a really good spine, haven't they, to the team? Like their spine is probably above their station at the time, right? Like, the keeper, Konza at the back.
Tielemans in the middle.
And
controlling the game. And then you got Rodgers.
Yeah.
You've got McGinn, who's awesome. Like McGinn had one of the best seasons. That guy's 31. Like,
we tried to buy him. We tried to buy him at the start of the season. Yeah. And they were like,
you see that Martinez played that whole game with a broken finger, broke his finger before, like in the warm-up.
Broken warm-ups, yeah.
That's well, look, like, Villa are like one of our geographical closest rivals, and but I have a lot of friends who are Villa fans. And
when was the last time you played them?
Not well.
1946. 1946.
Last time we played them was in the playoff semi-final, and they beat us on pens. But anyway, I'm happy for them.
Shout out Cy Harrison.
Shout out Cy Harrison, Aiden. Shout out my mate Baz.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, fair play. Well, hopefully this success and all the money that comes with it, they can invest in their own academy a little bit more and stop stealing our players.
And also, I mean, Unai Emery fucking loves winning the Europa League.
It's chips 4 times.
It's incredible. Like
fun stat
right?
I heard today. This is the 3rd different club that he's won the Europa League with that has the name Villa in the club.
Was it Sevilla, Villarreal, and then Aston Villa, right?
Cool, right?
You know what was interesting? This was a narrative because I've got a buddy that's a big Spurs fan, and I've got another buddy who's a bit Villa fan in the office, and they sit right next to each other. And I was like, "Congrats, Dan." I go, "Is there something though that like the Europa League lost a little bit of its, praise after fucking 17th place Spurs won last year?"
Back-to-back English winners, love it.
It's just tough, like. But listen, for them, I mean, if I'm a Villa fan right now, you got to be just ecstatic.
Today I saw the videos from back home of the parade in Birmingham, and it looked class. And I got to say, it's I'm pleased for them. I got a lot of friends who are Villa fans, and I'm glad that they won something. So.
I think the next shout out we got to finally give one to Arsenal. Thoughts, guys? Look, I mean, listen, I think they deserved it. Everyone's hating on them for the way they play, but
they've
it worked.
They've been so consistent. And look, Liverpool didn't follow up last season at all. Man City put a little pressure on Arsenal, and then essentially gifted it to them at the end. But Arsenal did what they have to do, and that Burnley game wasn't easy. They didn't make it easy.
No, it was not easy.
It was brilliant.
I think they scored on a set piece, right? Like.
So I think it's funny when people are like commenting about. So Sky Sports was on in the background today, working away, and obviously the England stuff's coming through. But the main consistent comments on Arsenal was the way they won, and the fact that the rest of the top four was so weak. I think that's like you can only beat who's in front of you.
Right, exactly.
And like it's just a strange comment. I think like. Yeah.
Well, people.
The Man City team that won the FA Cup and the League Cup, and they made those January moves. Like
I'm not a fan of Arsenal. I'm not a fan of how this team plays. But they won the fucking league. Like they won it. And it was and do you know what? I'll give Arteta a bit of credit for. He saw a gap in the game, in the league, right, where he was like, okay, cool. We can't we can't outpass Pep, right? We can't out ticky-tacky football Pep. We can't outrun Liverpool with this pace there up front. Whatever, he's looked at it and gone, but we've got a bunch of 6'2" lads there. And if we start focusing on this area of the game, and that's what won them the league. If they didn't put such an emphasis on set pieces, there's no way in hell they've won the league. And it is ugly. You can lean on the fact that the decisions were inconsistent, but is that their fault? They're not blowing the whistle.
And they also actually really signed well in the summer, and like everyone can say like, oh well,
they spent a lot of money though. That's one place where I won't defend them, because us growing up, Arsenal were doing stuff without spending a fraction of the Chelsea and the Man Uniteds, but they've outspent Liverpool.
Absolutely, but not this summer. Liverpool outspent them.
Not this summer. It was talking. Yeah. What was it? What was the stat?
Probably over the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
them signing Eze, and then like how much football Odegaard missed this season. Like if they hadn't made the Eze signing, they would have they would have probably not won the league, because they don't have a replacement for Madueke. Like if they hadn't signed him, they wouldn't have someone to have replaced Saka when Saka was out. So like as much as Gyökeres hasn't hasn't been like Haaland, he's still scored over 20 goals. So like
isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
isn't that crazy? He's seen as a flop and he scored 20 goals.
Exactly.
I think it's a lot of hate, and I think a lot of people also don't realize like how much work that guy's doing too. Like the runs he's making. He's also he bullies center backs too. Like his strength is that. Like that opens things up. And I think for them, like Saka being out as long as he did, like that was a big impact to them.
Yeah.
They really don't have like a great. I mean, Trossard and Martinelli, like those aren't world beaters at left.
Martinelli's gone, Annie. He's got to go.
Yeah,
he's got. You know what's crazy though? He got called up to Brazil over like a João Pedro or like that's crazy.
Different
like,
position.
I understand he's got some speed and he's younger, but like I understand slightly different. But like they're not playing. He's not playing over Vinicius Jr. or Rafinha on the wing.
Sure.
So like
he's a squad player for Brazil. But I'll tell you, like with my England hat on, the fact that like Rice, Saka, Eze have won the league, I think will stand us as England in good stead going into the tournament.
Do you guys remember Eze was like, it was announced that he was going to Spurs.
Yeah,
and then Arsenal came in and basically stole him. Like, talk about a career difference, like career defining decision right there. Like
club defining decision. Like, the
fighting for survival with Spurs or winning the league with Arsenal. It would change within 30 minutes,
But it's funny, isn't it? Because we talk about Aston Villa, and they've got a starting 11, maybe a squad that an impactful 13, and now to win the league, you've got to have someone like Madueke, who would walk into any side in the Premier League as a starter. You've got to have him to back up Saka, possibly the best right winger in the league, because it's so impactful when they're down. Like the level of investment that you have to do to even compete. And again, they haven't ran a fucking way with it. Like City were there and thereabouts, but Everton swept in and just thought, no, do you know what? Arteta's one of our lads. We're going to chip in, and we technically chose who was going to win the league. And
nothing to do with it.
Zero to do with Bournemouth. No, it was us.
Right.
Because the Bournemouth is after the fact, the initial downturn, negativity surrounding, putting it in Arsenal's hands. All of
that it was as much as Arsenal deserve it and fair play to them.
That was a hell of a sip right there. Can we talk about that?
That's called a victory sip. That's a victory
and the people on the podcast are really gonna love that sip.
It was anticlimactic the way that they won it, though. It was.
Why?
Well, there's just something about them winning it while not even playing, just because City have not won. And,
I mean, did that care when Leicester did that and they were partying at Vardy's house? Like, I feel like that was celebrated.
I thought it was a little. I mean, even then, I thought like you want to see the reaction of them winning it on the pitch.
Yeah, I get that.
And
if I'm an Arsenal fan, though, I'm like, it's over.
Oh, you don't care. No, you don't care.
I also think too, like those guys. I think what's good for them, like they've got a Champions League final coming up. Like for them to be able to get the partying out like this week, that game's not until the 30th. Like they got some time to recover.
Yeah,
the pressure's off.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the thing they had to do, they've done. They had to win the league. They don't have to win the Champions League. It wasn't their plan A. Plan A was it's the league or bust. We're talking like Arteta's gone, or I can't really fathom what would have happened at that club with this level of investment, the opportunity they had, where the other team's going to be next year, and them not winning it. So they are now on a high, going to the Champions League, going to the World Cup. I don't know, man.
I'll tell you what as well. Like you're looking ahead to next season, they are sitting pretty because you look at other teams around them, like Liverpool sticking with the slot, Pep leaving City, Alonso coming into Chelsea. There's a lot of change at other teams, and like Arsenal could,
That's mental that he went to Chelsea. Like me and Wiz were talking about it. Was it me and you, Wiz? Yeah. And I was like,
Chloe, she was. Oh,
Chloe, she's got to get
a couple.
See how she gets. I always thought he was one of the smartest footballing minds to play the game. And then it was just so organic that he went into management and succeeded off the bat. Then he went, kind of reached for the stars. Real Madrid's really, really tough. And that club's in a weird spot anyway. And I was like, there's no way he goes to Chelsea. He's too smart. It kills careers. It kills careers exactly where he's at. Graham Potter, stock. See you later, you're in Sweden. Liam Rosner doesn't count, but young managers go there, and it's basically a step back. So I'm curious what he's expecting to be different with him.
It's going to be fascinating to watch how it plays out, because anyone who knows what's happening in that club is saying that the bottom's going to fall out of it, or it's not sustainable what they've been doing and all this. And then you got like Alonso going in, maybe he sees the players they got there, sees a project that he can work with, like he did at Leverkusen. I don't know, but like the fact that for everyone else from the outside looking in, you've got Liverpool who are crying out to change slot and bring in.
That's what I think's crazy. Like it would have been, the fans are just listen, I understand he won a league, and listen, I don't think you should just. I think he had a rough year. I think like the whole team just had a rough season. Like, listen, they probably they started partying pretty early too when they won the league there. But I think that's one of those scenarios where it's one of those situations like the fans just don't seem to be vibing with this guy. Like Liverpool fans want an emotional manager. They want someone who's going to like, and I feel like Slot is like this Dutch, like very direct, very like just doesn't really show any emotions. Like he's, some of his interviews are just weird. Like, but he's also not really, pissed off the star player. Him and him haven't been meshing. I mean, have we talked about that statement? Did we talk about that in the last pod?
No.
Holy shit. I mean, I put the meme up on our Instagram, but like Mo Salah just drove the bus right over him, backed it up,
on his way out.
On his way out. Like, does he start Salah on?
There's no way now.
I don't think he would have started anyway. I think he will still play. I know a lot of people have said
he has to play.
He shouldn't be anywhere near the stadium. I think it puts Slot in such a difficult position because, like, on one hand, the fans are already pissed off with you. You leave out Salah completely, it only makes things worse. But then
you're removing their ability to say bye to him.
Exactly. But then if you play him and have him in the squad, then you look weak for not standing up for yourself against someone who's just absolutely rinsed you in public.
But I think that's his biggest problem. I don't think he's got balls, and I think Klopp had all the balls, and you need to be at the top of that club. You need to be. I think he's obviously a great footballer mind. He's obviously very likable, but like there was a thing where Jamie Carragher slagged him off during the season. It was like all he talks about is the low block. And they brought it up and he went, do you know what? Jamie's got some good points. At a certain point, Mo Salah slagged you off and then you brought him back. Jamie, like at a certain point, just tell people to fuck off. Just be like, just say something.
Do you know any Liverpool fan that that wants to stick with him?
No, but it's not the Liverpool way. It's
I know that, but like it's now going to get to a position where it's going to get very toxic very quickly, especially when they've just seen like who was available and who's gone to Chelsea. Like,
so that was announced after Arne Slot was told, or it was announced that Slot was staying. So there could be a world, and I'm just pulling this up my arse, where Alonso was like, "What's the crack? What's the crack? Slot staying, Chelsea sound." And I don't think for Liverpool, it's the worst thing in the world for Alonso to go to Chelsea first.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like there's no expectations with Chelsea. You're gonna get fired. It's just a case.
There is a world where Alonso walks from Chelsea halfway through the season after one season
straight to Liverpool.
Yeah,
and Liverpool fans would love that. You'd always have that little bit of an asterisk as well. If you didn't give him till November next year, right?
Slot.
He's allowed a bad season. Yeah. He won the league the year before. We still finished in the Champions League spot, and it was our worst season ever. Isak was injured. People were gelling. Blah blah blah. There'd be a little, but if he has a bad start next season, I think it's a very smart way to be like, right, we don't want to get hung out to dry here. Let's see what the crack is with this.
That leash is going to be short.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Like he's going to have zero bandwidth with these fans. Like one first loss. Like if
you got to remember too, like the majority of that squad's going to be playing in the World Cup too. Regardless of them having a rough year, like that. You look at their starting 11, and the majority of those guys are going to be playing in the World Cup. Like they're one or two bad injuries too. Like they're thin. Like they've got some problems. They need a left winger. Like they did nothing to replace Luis Diaz, and Cody Gakpo is not the guy. They need clearly a center back. They're going to need probably, I don't know who's going to be their right back. I know Bradley, like they kind of pieced that whole thing together. So can you really trust a Connor Bradley to be your guy? Probably not. They're going to need to bring in a backup for Kirkez because Robertson's going to be gone. They're going to have to replace Mo Salah. I should have brought that up first, but they've got a lot of work to do.
They need
the way they're set up right now, it's like you've got Szoboszlai and you got Wirtz, and they both want to play the same position. Mm-hmm. And those are probably Szoboszlai was their best player this season. Wirtz is their biggest signing. I think you saw some flashes from Wirtz, but overall, pretty. I mean, I'd say very disappointing season. I'd say
they need a centre back or two. Like
we said, they need a right back, they need a left back, and they need two centre backs.
Mm.
And
they need a left winger, they need a right winger.
Yeah. Gakpo is not the answer, no. and I think they'll always rue that Mark Gay miss because
big time.
You're talking that's potentially a generational centre half.
They had him. They had him in the shirt.
It was done. It was over.
Holding the shirt.
And then and they couldn't. If you're them, give them Kanate on loan. Give them just do something. Do anything you can. But they didn't. And I think the way City revved up towards the end of the season, that's not a coincidence. Those two lads at the back for City look like they're going to be the lads at the back for the next 5 years. They look they look in rhythm. They look good. They look
They're smart bringing Maresca in as well, who was there in the building with Pep.
I don't think he did that bad of a job at Chelsea too.
He didn't.
No, he did a great job.
Look what he fucking are now.
I heard this week that the timing of how he orchestrated his Chelsea exit was very interesting because it was there's rumors that he was told that Pep had said he was going to leave at the end of the season, and then basically Maresca made comments about the Chelsea ownership and board to get the boot, knowing that.
Why would he just stay out the season?
I listened to
it's been a good season, but everyone on the board's a gang of pricks.
I listened to an interview today where they talked about how the Man City decision could come out as early as next week, but it got delayed because of the Southampton. What are we how long have you been working on the freaking Manchester City thing, and you're telling me the Southampton thing delayed it? Come on.
That's the rumor why Pep left with a year still on his contract, that the charges are about to get slapped.
Yeah, that is the rumor that it's about to be announced in about a week or so. It'll probably be nothing. Let's be honest with ourselves.
It's give them chance to build, right? If you look at their squad now, it's fucking young. So let's say they get hit with a 10, 15 point devs going into the season, no one's going anywhere. Who's leaving? The team is full of kids. Ake is going to go.
I will say there's a couple of guys like Bernardo Silva is going to go. There's some rumors about Rodri going to Real Madrid. John Stones. But it's that Cherokee home run signing, Semenyo home run signing, Gahey home run signing. Kusanov took a while, but he looks really good now. Yeah. Nico O'Reilly, his development, incredible.
He's class.
And then you look at, they've got, Holland is just a freak. And then Doku's really stepped up. He's probably he'd probably be my most improved this season. His goal scoring, I think overall he just was a completely different player. He's going to be, I think he'll be a fun player to watch. Is Belgium in the World Cup? I think they are.
No, they didn't make it, did they?
I think they did. They had.
Why have I got that? Why have I got them?
That's an interesting team. They've got some good players there.
Oh, they've had a good. Yes, they made.
Yeah.
They've got De Bruyne still playing. They got Tielemans from Villa, Doku. They've got some Lukaku still wherever he is. They've got a decent squad there.
But I think the City thing's going to be interesting. I think congrats to Arsenal, Mazel, Slancha, all that stuff. Well done.
Look, no one who wins the league, wins the title is an undeserved winner. It's 38 games, and you can in cup competitions you can get lucky and be luck of the draw, but no one after 38 games is a lucky winner. So.
Listen, Arsenal best defense in Europe, clearly.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah. They haven't lost. They haven't lost a game in the Champions League. They haven't lost a game.
Isn't it funny the way the pressure comes in?
I think the pressure's off them, though. I think that.
No, sorry, I don't mean now. When was it where they were playing? Who were they playing? And Raya was awful. He couldn't make a pass at the back. It was someone.
They were playing Brentford.
Was it Brentford?
Yeah, it was against his old team.
Oh, right. And they something had happened where City just took over. Whatever it was, I watched that game, and it was like watching a different team. No one wanted the ball. They were terrified. And I'm like,
tense.
It's so mental when you're at that level, because they can all play football, right? They're going to coach. Why are they going to coach to learn how to control the ball better? Not at this level, no. They're getting the systems, all that good shit, just getting the reps in. But the mentality to do that after coming second so many times, can you imagine? Oh my God. So yeah,
I mean, as much as Arteta's a meme as well, like, you know, he's done well. He's blocked out the noise. They've been focused, and yeah, I mean, you know, fair play. So let's talk about something else.
Congrats to them.
Let's talk about something else.
22, 23 years, like those fans have been, and they're the most online fan base out of anyone. Like those guys have been through every meme, every bottle, or every. But listen, they've had a great run these last few years. They've been very close. Pep's just a machine. It'll be interesting to see a non-Pep Man City to see how they actually does that the magic of Pep. I feel like they're everyone's always just so concerned. Everywhere he's gone, he's just dominated. It'll be interesting to see if they still have a little bit of that, magic to them. And listen, a guy like Bernardo Silva, that's not an insignificant loss. That guy played every game this year. He was a big part of what they do. He's kind of a mini Pep on the pitch. And it'll be interesting to see without that there. But that Cherokee, I'm telling you, that was a grand slam signing. That kid, I think he's going to tear it up at the World Cup too. That he's going to be playing.
Next year he'll be a superstar.
In the World Cup, he's playing as the 10, and he's got Dembele, who just won the Ballon d'Or, in front of him.
That seems terrifying.
Mbappe at the left wing, who's Mbappe, and then he's got you can name 10 other guys. They got Doué from PSG. They got Barcola from PSG. They've got Elise. Sorry, my apologies. Elise is going to be starting on the right wing. He's probably been the best player in the world this year. Who's beating France? I guess because they got Konate playing. England. But then they've got, I think, center backs. They got
Tommy
Tees.
Before he explodes.
Can we please transition to England? I mean, look at what are some of our thoughts? I'm gonna leave the floor open to you guys. It's obviously your country, but I've got a couple thoughts after myself.
His gammy eyes going to explode if we don't talk about it soon.
Anthony called me today, and I didn't know about the Ivan Toney inclusion until he called me. He's like, Ivan Toney's in. I was like, what? That honestly blew my mind today.
That came out of nowhere.
But it's what right between our exposure today. Who do we know's? Let's start with who do we know's out. So Maguire's out. Shaw's out. Foden. Palmer.
Morgan gives White.
Lewis Hall.
Morgan gives White out.
Apparently.
Fucking hell. How do you know? Lewis Hall's definitely out.
Lewis Hall's out.
Apparently. No one knows. I mean, no, we don't know for sure until the squad's announced. But yeah, Hall's meant to be out. He's taking Burn instead of Hall.
That's
so right wing is Saka, Madueke. Left wing Gordon, Rashford. The 10s are Rodgers and Bellingham. Strikers are Kane, Tony, Watkins. Midfield, I think, is Rice, Anderson, Henderson.
And Mainu.
Wharton's out. Then they've got Big Dan Burn.
And
Livermento, who hasn't played in 3 months, is somehow making the team.
Are you filling that in because Hall's out, or is it being?
No, there's confirmations that Burn is in. Yeah, legitimate confirmations. So Lewis Hall missed
right backs are going to be Reece James and Livermento, and then centre backs you've got Gay, Konza, Stones, and
he's taking Stones.
I don't think he's only taking those, and then he obviously Burns the extra centre back that can play.
I think Kwanzaa would probably be. He's played right back before for Liverpool. Yeah. I think he's played actually right back for England too. So I think he's in there as break this glass if we need to. But it's just
none of that scares me. I wouldn't have took Wharton over Mainu. I've said it before. I really value tournament experience, and I think
I like Wharton, but
I think Wharton's going to be a future England player, no question.
I think with that you're picking straws because I don't think either of them are going to start, and I think few centre midfielders come on in games anyway. But yeah,
what are you guys' thoughts about Cole Palmer scoring in the Euro finals and not making the World Cup team?
He hasn't had a bad season. He's had a terrible season, like to the point where I honestly was watching him against what game were we watching with
Spurs.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know whether this lad's coming back from this, right? Like he looked so unimpactful. There's a world where these players. You can disagree without wrecking the place.
Jesus, all over the place here.
That's see, you're getting frustrated. You've always been a Palmer guy, so I respect that reaction. But I'm still going to carry on my thought. You're not interrupting me. Sometimes players get found out. Sometimes you look at them and go, all right, cool. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. We know what he's going to do. And he looks a little toothless. He looks a bit predictable. His free kicks aren't what they were. If you take penalties away from that
we spilled a lot here, boys.
The problem is like it's a position.
Sorry, I'm just watching documents. Go past the screen. Were you using all your paperwork as a coaster?
You guys keep going. I got a little.
It's a position where there's so much competition, and you got. The argument is like who starts between Bellingham and Rodgers, and then you got Eze who's going. So then like Palmer and Foden are like 4th and 5th, and like is Palmer going to come on over Bellingham, Rodgers, or Eze? No. Is he even going to come on over Rashford? No. Gordon.
No. Gordon. It's telling me that I can't watch him. I can't.
So much water in that. I mean, look at the size of this fucking.
Oh, it's a gallon.
There's no doubt that Palmer's a fantastic player, and like
I'm saying there is doubt. I'm saying there is doubt now. I think he
has the talent.
How many players have you seen have unbelievable seasons in the right systems and then kind of go off the boil? I just think there was one point where he was like a global superstar, and I don't get that vibe from him anymore. The injury stuff hasn't really been there as much as it was in previous seasons. I think people have worked him out, and I hope it's not the case. But like, I am not. When we last spoke about these two, I think we were like, I wonder if he's going to take Foden or Palmer.
I didn't think Foden was ever going to go. Like,
I didn't think Foden was going to go.
I didn't personally. The
guy's not even playing for his own club. Like at least Palmer's playing every week.
It's still surprising because of who he is, right?
I'm more surprised. Well, I'm not surprised because he hasn't been playing, but like, I'd rather have had Gibbs White in the form he's in over Foden or Palmer. But
is there anyone that you're like, based on the information you have, that you're like gutted isn't going? I'm not. Harry Maguire, I think, which is such a fucking weird thing.
I'd rather have Harry Maguire than Burn, but I get that Burn can play left back as well.
Yeah, but I mean,
not well.
Like that's where I'm surprised. Like, if you watched all the Newcastle games this year and you're saying Lewis Hall's not in the World Cup and Dan Burn is, like, go back and watch Lewis Hall against Lamine Yamal. Like, that's who you need. Like, go back and watch those Champions League games. Like, he had Lamine Yamal in hell. Like, what left back's going to do that? I know Nico O'Reilly's awesome, but like, he's also 21 years old playing in his first World Cup. Like, I understand these guys are young and they want to have, but like, how many tourists are you going to bring on this trip? Like, Dan Burn's not going to play.
Our squad's too. Our pool of players is too good to put a weakness in. And can you imagine if we get to the quarters and semis and Dan Burns playing left back? Whoever we're playing would just be like,
right. Yeah, exactly.
And it'd be tough to watch. He'd have to change the system to 3 at the back. He would get shredded.
I mean, I don't think Dan Burns going to see a minute of football, and that's ideally how you want it to go. You know, you want him to be there as a worst case scenario, and even at the worst case scenario, I agree, it's not going to be good. But
listen, I don't want to hate on the guy, but he like he wasn't even really like a starter this year for us. Like
I like the fellas to centre half. I think he's a good centre half.
Yeah.
I think if you've got someone,
I'd rather have Maguire, but yeah.
But again,
I think Maguire, when he puts on that 3 lines, is a different. He's better. He's a much better England player than he is for United. Like,
why is that not? Why is that not taken into consideration? Like, it's. I'd take Maguire over John Stones because he's played more football now. He's played a lot more football.
I just Stones is a better like defender
when he's fit. But the lad's made of glass now.
No, I mean, you might just have Ezri Konsa and Mark Gay be the first choice centre backs, you know.
Yeah, but that's not up for debate. But I'm saying, like, the thing that makes me nervous about not having a back left back is tournament football. It's very intense. It's going to be hot as hell. It takes one tweak, one bad tackle, and what we've done by not taking an out and out left back potentially is it's created a degree of vulnerability that we shouldn't have to be thinking about.
Which we had in the last tournament where we had no left back, because we took an injured left back and just played Trippier at left back.
Yeah,
and that, you know, and I think it's been done to death. But like the fact that the Trent isn't going, but you're taking like an injured Livramento and an injury prone James. I mean, like, he obviously just doesn't like Trent, but like. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, to answer your question, like,
doesn't give a fuck, does he?
Palmer and Foden are the 2 headliners, but those are the 2 players that I don't think anyone is like can say hand on heart we will absolutely miss them, or we're gutted that they're not there. Because like in a perfect scenario, you can have Rodgers, Bellingham,
Eze, like you say,
yeah,
Rashford can even go there.
Exactly, but Tony, I get to go back to that. I am shocked because I looked before we started this pod. I was talking to Wiz. I was like, "How many games has Tuchel managed? 12 games for England." Tony's been in one squad and played 3 minutes, and it just goes. And I don't hate the fact he's going because he scored goals. Yes, in the Saudi league, but Ronaldo's going from the Saudi league, and you know, like, if you need a penalty or you need a goal, then
Tony and Ronaldo.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, we are so thin on the ground for quality strikers that we were talking about, like Calvert-Lewin and Solanke and Danny Welbeck. You know,
I'm taking Calvert-Lewin over Ivan Toney.
I think Ollie Watkins 100% deserved a spot. He's been awesome the last.
He's going to go.
Oh yeah, it's already been like confirmed, but he's going.
I don't hate the Tony inclusion. I'm just surprised.
I think that's for pens, man.
Well, I'm just surprised he hasn't been in any squads other than one, and then he's gone to the World Cup. That's.
Then if it is for pens, then why do you need to see him in squads? I suppose.
Well, yeah, true.
You know what's so funny? Do you remember when we were kids, Al? The strikers that couldn't get in to the England team.
I've heard stories like
Ian Wright, Robbie Fowler, Les Ferdinand, Teddy Sheringham.
Sheringham was always in with Shearer. Right?
It was Shearer and Sheringham. Then it was Shearer.
Well, I thought you meant strikers that he had to choose from.
No, the lads that couldn't get games. That's a couldn't.
Oh yeah, and Andy Cole, Stan Collymore,
Dwight York.
Yeah,
or no, Dwight York was like Barbados or whatever. Right? Sorry, my bad.
But yeah,
sorry, I'm not up to date on 1996 Euro.
Dion Dublin.
Dion Dublin. No, but like
Emil Heskey.
Legit, Heskey played a ton of ball for England. But no, like Ian Wright, Robbie Fowler,
Les
Ferdinand. You said Stan Collymore, Andy Cole, top scorer in the Premier League, and then can't get any minutes.
These are all players that are in the top 10
all-time scorers.
Premier League scorers, and they all were playing at the same time. And
is that the Messi effect? Like, everyone wants to be a 10 now. Everyone wants to be a winger. Like,
maybe.
Good point. Maybe, you know, like and also is that target man position, you know, on its way out anyway, you know, but like
I don't think it is, because if you look at like what Harry Kane's doing still, like, you look at what Haaland's doing, like.
Yeah, Haaland's the better example than Kane, I think, because Kane kind of...
Julian Alvarez, I mean, I can't believe City had both of those, but Julian Alvarez, obviously, at Atletico Madrid, he's probably going to be going to Barcelona to be Lewandowski's replacement there. But, like, it's crazy to think that City had the two best strikers basically in the world.
And let one just kind of bounce out the door. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm excited for tomorrow. I really am.
Yeah.
But we can't talk about this week without talking about Spygate.
Oh, I thought you were going to bring up. Are we talking about your boys Pickford and
Grealish?
Pickford and Grealish leaving the strip club? Is that the Spygate we're talking about?
Oh, 29 to 32-year-old millionaires go grab a beer and see a booby. You know, like get
not
over
focused, not focused. You know,
focus for what?
Well, you guys got a big game this weekend.
Oh, Grealish has.
Grealish
is Pickford
toast.
That lad's gold.
I guess he doesn't need to run that much.
No, you could turn up with 6 pints in the system and just be the crazy
Spygate.
that he is.
Did you guys see the video of Wayne Rooney doing a little like training session with the goalies at Everton?
Yeah.
Hurt his hand.
That man,
he broke his hand.
That man is spherical. He is just a rotund individial.
He's definitely a mouth breather. Like
he's a bevier.
Oh yeah.
His missus said,
I'd love to have a bevy with him. I feel like he'd be a good time.
I can imagine him having bad breath. He's the only rich fella I know with terrible teeth. But Spygate.
You guys got. I mean, well, all your guys over there now go to Turkey.
100%. There was something. I was listening to the radio this morning back home, and it was like there was a gentleman that wanted to get a finger extension because he was self-conscious about his hands, and he said in Turkey it was 28 grand. In America, you go get the same procedure for $109,000.
What do you mean by finger? What do you mean by finger?
It was a big debate because he was insecure about his hands, but they can only extend the finger.
He wants to feel to like hold a cheeseburger. Like, what do you mean?
I know.
Like, you know, the ladies. I don't know.
Let's be sensitive because we've got someone with a similar condition on the.
I got. My fingers are great.
I was a little worried that like Alex the eye was getting a little bit worse before. I was wondering if we were having an allergic reaction 2.0. If we got some nuts in the play here, that's more what I was concerned about.
Yeah, it seems to have calmed down.
There for like a second there, it was getting when you started talking about England. Did you guys see Harry Redknapp doing like a live little, used to like probably a town hall or whatever you guys call it, and he was up there saying Tuchel's a spy. He's been sent here by Germany to ruin England. Like he went fully in on it. He's like, look, this guy's a spy. I'm telling you, it's no good. That's when you know you don't need to get another job. Yeah.
Right. Redknapp's like, fuck it. I'm just gonna give it the bifters. Spygate.
Right,
Spies.
So this is our champion correspondent, obviously, Al. You know all the workings here. I've been trying to keep up to date myself on this, but there's just a new thing every day. What are your guys' thoughts? Because I've got some interesting thoughts myself.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. I didn't think they were. I didn't think the EFL would have the balls to do what they did and just boot them out. To go back to the start, Southampton were accused and found to have spied on Middlesbrough's training.
But not that. They also got it was happening a bunch of times.
Yeah. So then after this came out that they found, photos of this lad stood behind a tree watching a Middlesbrough training session 2 days before the playoff semi-final. And so they were charged with it and subsequently got charged for doing it to two other games against or two other times, once against Oxford, once against Ipswich. And they came out and admitted to it. And then so the EFL said,
do it, did they?
Yeah, they said, yeah, we did it.
Well, they had to go through the cell phones and stuff.
Yeah. And then it's come out today that it was on instruction of the manager is the one who instructed him to do it. So the EFL just said, all right, you're out of the playoffs. Middlesbrough back in. Middlesbrough are now playing Hull in the playoff final. Southampton are booted out of the playoffs, and they got a 4-point deduction for next season. Start the season on minus 4 points.
You guys out.
Yeah, so we're not.
What are your guys' thoughts on do you guys also think Hull City's getting screwed a little bit here? Because they prepared all week for Southampton, and then the day before they're you got to play Middlesbrough. Right. I know they're going to be okay, but don't they have I feel like this was a pretty harsh penalty.
So Hull have already come out. Hull's owner has already come out and said, "Well, we're going to play against Middlesbrough, but if we lose the game, we are going to have some legal action because we've been preparing for Southampton."
You guys love your courts over there in the UK. You
It's
love
like
the powdered
so
wigs are going to be out.
right. So he's like, okay, so you're saying that if you don't win the game fair and square against Middlesbrough, you're then going to sue the league because you're planning for Southampton. It's like, so, and then Southampton's players have come out saying that they're going to sue their own team because
that makes sense. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But if you're working for a company and you're about to get a huge pay rise and you're about to get all these benefits and you've been working your ass off and training and it's your career, and then your CEO does something that completely fucks your career trajectory, and he's admitted to it, it's been proven, it's not ambiguous, he's admitted to it and all this shit, then you would sue.
Like, and then you know what? And I would agree with you if it wasn't for the fact that when Southampton scored the winner against Middlesbrough, their captain, Taylor Hardwood-Bellis, did the binocular celebration to the Middlesbrough players. You can't have it both sides. You can't play into it and say,
well, their fans, the Southampton fans, all turned up as a bit of a laugh, dressed as fucking. Yeah. Hey, that's my Halloween costume. I'm gonna be that lad. I'm gonna be the lad who's taking the video. His life is over. He's gonna be known as. Imagine him going to his next interview and they're like, "So you are who you are?" And he's gonna go, "Yep."
Yeah, but like, don't you kind of feel bad for him? Like, he obviously was told, like, forced.
He was just told to go there.
It wasn't his idea, but his little face behind the tree.
I mean, you gotta be a little bit better at hiding, but like,
oh, only me.
I love it. You see the Southampton? Oh, Wiz sent the video of the Southampton fan like stabbing up his
knifing
shirt.
his shirt. That guy will be a game. That guy will be a game one next year. Front and center. He's like, it's my favorite shirt too. What did you guys see? The Hull City players playing? I think they're playing a little Uno on the bus, saying no cheating. Like they're getting pretty ruthless with the social media games. Some of these teams. So that was. I mean,
Al's point. Southampton, the players, the fans came out like this was the biggest joke on the planet. Exactly. There was one lad in full camouflage with binoculars at the stadium, and they're all taking pictures with him, like, "Oh, this is class." Who's laughing now?
Yeah,
exactly. Those same players and fans are now like, "Oh, it's so unfair. It's the worst."
Oh, it was great. Ever. It was great crack on Saturday. What are you on about?
Yeah. I thought we were giving it all this.
But I think obviously it's been a wild story that's been out there. I mean, listen, that dude stabbing his freaking shirt. This is what you've done to me. This is what you.
It's the gift that keeps on going.
It is a great story, and honestly, giving a little shine to the EFL too. I think that playoff game is going to be must-watch TV too. I mean,
it's awesome now because
when Middlesbrough win that game, it's going to be chaos.
Well, it's nice now because it's Middlesbrough or Hull going up. It's not like Southampton just going straight back up. So like it's just a little bit of a different team going up, which is nice. And it's just great. It's a great story. It's just a class.
Well, also it's a team that Rob Edwards left to go to Wolves as well. So if Borough end up going up, and Wolves just go right down, the elevators going the other way. There's a little bit of seasoning on that as well.
That's a nice little little.
Wait, I'll one sec. Wiz, what's the update on the Florida car saga?
Oh, I just texted her that. I was like, talk to Dad. That's the problem. They don't communicate sometimes. Like, it's like I've told him 10 times. Like, I'm never doing this again. I thought I was going to be a great son. Ship this car. First of all, the company's like, this is just a little bit off tangent here, but like, you book it. I booked this like April 15th for a May 15th pickup. I actually set it for May 11th because they say it's like 1 to 5 business days around the day you book it. And my dad's like, it needs to be gone by like May 17th at the latest. Like none of us are going to be there. And May 15th, like I'm sitting around like what? I'm calling them up. I'm trying to like,
what a son.
This on the Trustpilot card. Like, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I can make your life live in hell on the internet. Like, but no. Cooler heads prevailed. But they text you and they're like, You've been booked with this carrier. So I sent my dad all the information. My dad's like, this guy just told me he's going to be here in an hour. Like, we're not ready at all. Like, I'm like, the car's getting shipped, Dad. So you figure it out. You've got an hour to figure it out, buddy. Like, this is on you. I booked it. Like, that was my job. But like, how do you
what did he need to be ready?
Well, what's he ready for?
Oh, don't even get me started. I'm like, oh, we wanted to put this thing in your mother's dresses and this thing. It's did you guys ever used to watch Seinfeld at all?
Nah.
Wait, so they put stuff.
That, but George on there, like his every time he goes to his parents' house, it's like
they put stuff in the car for it to get shipped back.
That makes sense.
Well, yeah, they want to ship stuff up with it.
That makes sense. That's a good story.
Like an animal.
Oh no, I think it was dresses. Is what he said.
No, clothes, dresses, stuff. They're living there for 6-7 months out of the year. 6 months and 1 day for the tax people listening, but
how
come was his parents got?
All right, guys, who's going down?
Yes, that's
who is fucking going. I mean, your guy's out there at a strip club. He doesn't give a shit about this. We got big games this weekend.
Relax.
And
right. Everyone.
Everton are going to roll over, have their little belly tickled, and say, "Here you are."
Is Ndiaye going to Chelsea too? That was a little rumor I saw.
He can go with my blessing. He's not shit. He's just he's gone off the boil the last few games. He's
not shit, I will say.
Dewsbury Hall is the one that we've got to keep. We've got to keep
him.
Pickford, Branthwaite, Dewsbury Hall,
Grealish,
Garner. No, that's what Grealish couldn't.
Is Garner going to get a call up? I feel like he's kind of like a
nah. Well, listen.
He's a Swiss Army knife, though.
One thing I've noticed is he's taken people that are versatile. He's played right back for Everton. He's played centre mid. He can play on the wing. Like,
can he play left back?
How is James Garner not picked over Jordan Henderson? Like,
can he play left back?
No, I'm being honest.
Do we have anyone?
Why is it James Garner not picked over Jordan Henderson? Like,
leadership. You need some adults in the room.
You got Harry Kane.
So.
What leadership do you need?
I think rationally West Ham are going down, but I would absolutely. It would be such good TV.
We need Spurs to go down. We need it.
Sure, but they're not going to.
Or else it's going to be a lot of Lou and Al in the championship. They maybe start their own pod.
I'm going to take him. I'm going to take Lou to the Hawthorns next season. We're going to have a lovely time.
Isn't that factually one of the worst stadiums in the world?
Says who?
Read that somewhere.
Are we talking about the West Ham Stadium?
No.
Yeah,
that is what it is. The Baggies. The West Ham Stadium is shocking.
Anyway, I think Spurs will beat Everton, and I think West Ham will probably get a draw against Leeds.
Wait, let's do this properly. So, everyone's at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
So the City Villa, what a shit game. What are you saying?
Oh, we're picking right now?
Where's get your fact sheet up?
I know. Wait. Let's do this one at a time here because I got to fill out my sheet. You know what? I fucked up. I should have filled in the games first. So we're gonna have to go one at a time here.
Oh, it's only up by 4 at half time.
Knicks are up by 4.
Yeah.
All right. Brighton, Man United.
All right, can we do City versus Villa first, bud?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Because
we're not going in alphabet.
I'm looking at Google right now and ask for the games, and the first one that comes up is Man City versus Villa.
It always goes alphabetically.
Alexander, answer the question. All right,
on BBC. Why are we going backwards?
Answer the question.
City versus Villa.
City Villa. I think City will win.
Good. Goodbye. Villa.
You're going City. You're going City as well, Ant.
I think Villa will have partied hard, and I think City will want a little send off to Pep.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going Villa in that one. I need to win. No. All right, Brighton versus Man U.
Ooh.
Brighton, I think, let's actually take a look at the standings really quick because I feel like now, I don't know exactly what happens, but I'm pretty sure that if Villa do lose, Liverpool win. Aston Villa would be in the 5th position. They've already qualified for the Champions League with Europa League. So I think Bournemouth or Brighton are – Bournemouth's on 56 points right now. Brighton's on 53.
Yeah.
So
Brighton have a better goal difference.
Brighton's got a 5-goal better differential than them. So
I think
those are definitely some big games. So we got Brighton versus Man U.
We were so close, man. We were so close. Look at us. If Sunderland,
you're behind Newcastle now.
Listen, you little minx. If Brighton lose and Sunderland win, Sunderland could get into fucking Europe, right? Yeah, because they've been on 54 and Brighton lose on 53. If Everton just stopped conceding goals like a fucking sieve in the last 96
Sunderland would also have to jump over Brentford and Chelsea. So there's a lot of moving pieces there.
All right, let's go. Brighton versus Man United, boys. What do we think?
I want to go Brighton. They need it. Man United don't need anything. Man United physically can't move. And it's
I think it's going to be a draw.
It's because you're boring.
I'm going to go Brighton. I also think Danny Welbeck will score in that game.
Oh, a little sneak peek of the wager.
So, you went Brighton as well?
Yes, sir.
And then, Alex, you went draw now. All right, Fulham versus Newcastle.
Eddie, vibes.
It's at Fulham.
We've got
Marco Silva going to Benfica, too, as well. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, he's gone. Eddie Howe's staying. So he's committed to the place. He's got something to play for because the same lad who's picking the team next year.
They look good against West Ham, too. They look good.
Yeah.
Newcastle. I'm going Newcastle.
Across the board?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's go Liverpool versus Brentford.
I'm gonna honestly say Brentford because Liverpool's football is just so shit, and Brentford's playing really good ball,
and they've got stuff to play for too.
Yeah, and just live up the vibes in Liverpool with the Salah stuff. Like it's just such a deflated club at the minute.
Do you think Jordan Henderson gets a little? He never really got like a proper send off. I feel like.
Yeah, I think you'll get a standard now.
He should do.
Should he win league with him?
Yeah. All right, so Alex, what are you taking?
Liverpool.
I am also going to go Liverpool in that one. I think they pull it out. All right, best game of the week: Burnley versus Wolves.
Honestly, I can't even be asked thinking about it. Fucking, let's say.
Should we just put like a not applicable? Like
yeah.
Burnley.
Burnley. Yeah.
Maybe like Anthony, we don't pick that game, so it's like a chance for Alex to maybe win.
Catch up. Yeah.
I'll go Burnley.
So
okay. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go Wolves just to change it up a little. All right, Nottingham Forest versus Bournemouth.
Ooh,
that's a good game. Both teams playing pretty well right now. I'm going to go Bournemouth in that one. I think they looked fucking good. That kid, Ryan, is a stud. That kid, Krupi, they got some players there, man.
I'm going Bournemouth.
I'm going to go draw. Bournemouth, God bless them, are going to be gutted this summer as well, aren't they? Absolutely.
I think that guy, their center back, Senesi, already announced that he's leaving. So, yeah, they've got some. But I feel like they always figure it out. All right, let's go. This is an interesting one you mentioned earlier, but Sunderland versus Chelsea at Sunderland.
Sunderland. The vibes in that place for the last game of the season with something to play for. It's going to be a party.
That Brobby's a beast too, huh?
Yeah, it is.
He's a problem. Who do you like in that one?
Chelsea.
I'm going to go draw on that one. I could see it just being.
Why Chelsea, Taylor?
They just beat Spurs, and I think they're going to be trying to impress the new manager, who will probably be watching on. And last game of the season, pressure's off.
Fine, I'll give you that.
All right, I almost just said Parsenal. I'm going to be going draw on that one. I think I said Palace versus Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, I could see a draw there. I don't think no one's going to be asked. They're looking at the Champions League. Palace saying bye to Glasgow. I'm
going to go Arsenal.
I think Arsenal will win.
I think that game, that and the Wolves game are probably the most irrelevant games.
Yeah,
of the weekend.
All right, now let's talk about the two games that actually do matter.
Get to the Vinegars.
So, first one, we've got West Ham versus Leeds at West Ham.
Leeds are such a pain in the arse team to be playing in this scenario.
They're definitely much better at home than they are away, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say West Ham. Yeah, you know,
you know what? Let's do it for Lou. Are we going across the board hammers?
Let's go, Lou. Yeah,
come on. This is for Lou. We got to keep him up. We can't have him down the champ.
But Al. I also think Spurs will win, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, jumping the gun there. Okay. All right, we got Spurs versus Anthony's Everton.
Yeah, Everton all.
You know what? I'm going Everton in this one.
I want Everton. I think it's going to be a draw, and they're going to stay up. I think they're going to draw and stay up, and I just don't want, which is just a lot more heartbreaking.
I don't know, man. I just don't see it.
Oh God, it'd be amazing. West Ham. Imagine that little Greek face. What he's going to be like. He would just be on cloud nine, wouldn't he?
Does he even show on Sunday, you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, listen. I know. Appreciate you guys joining. I know. Obviously, I think it was good that we, did it a little bit later in the week. I feel like there was a lot of news we would have missed out if we did this on Monday night.
Oh yeah. This was action packed.
Do we want to talk about 10 minutes about Eddie Hall finally playing Voltamata in the right position? And
so anyway, this has been great. I want the wages tomorrow, Wiz, and then we'll have a little Al video. We've got
the wagers may come on Saturday. I need
that's fine.
The game, all the games are on Sunday.
With a breakdown of the England squad.
Yes, Al, that's what we do need. We do need what would be great if, I don't know if it's possible, but maybe a live feed of your reaction when they're being announced.
I'll try.
If not, we just need a little bit of a breakdown. Just need a little bit of breakdown. We'll put it on socials.
When's it announced?
I've been getting pretty ham on some of the social posts, guys. I don't know if you've been following, but
it's been gold. It's been gold.
Yeah. I've been anything I see on the internet, I'm just trying to get out there. There's a couple of Villa drunk things today I got to get out there, but Unai Emery, he definitely had a couple pops today.
Got a couple of, so he should. It makes them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Right. But listen, boys. Let's go Knicks.
Yep.
What do we?
Let's go friggin' Knicks. Oh, got
any bets? Looks like we're up 9 now, so it looks like it's been a decent start to the first half. So let's go. Put the pipes up. Transfusion. I'm going to give the transfusion a 8.7 out of 10. Love it. Refreshing. A little heavy on the grape, I'd say, but I think this would be a great golf course drink. I'll be golfing tomorrow afternoon.
I want the Wizards life, Al. The lad is just.
Al, do you play at all? Do you play any little golf at all?
No, we like sports.
I do.
Okay. I'm going to be giving.
Wait, sorry. Don't you let him get away with that. Al, what type of golf do you like?
Mini golf.
He exclusively likes mini golf. He's obsessed.
You know what I was going to? I thought he was going to say like the soccer, like the foot golf, right?
I do like that too.
You'd be like on a stag do away somewhere, and you'll go out on a Friday. Everyone's dying the next day. Where's Al? Gone to get a few quick 8 holes in. Putting the ball in the clown's mouth.
Wait, I got a question for you guys. What is all right, so think about bar games. Like what was your darts, pool? Like darts. what was the one that you were like, that's my game?
Pool. I would smoke you both at pool.
Oh, I'm terrible at pool. So I'm not very good at darts, but I would absolutely. I don't know if you guys ever played shuffleboard before, but I love absolutely dust you two. It wouldn't even. I had one in my apartment during COVID. I used to play against myself, like full table, sand, everything.
Against yourself.
It was COVID times, man.
Imagine if there was videos of that.
But yeah, me and Jack used to. There was a place in Hoboken. I forget the name of it now, but it's right next to the police station. It's at that long, thin bar.
What was it called? Yeah, they used to have a shuffleboard there. I used to play.
Oh my god, Jack and I used to just run that table on like a Saturday night at like midnight, 1 a.m.
Yeah, but what did it used to be called with?
I don't know. I'll find out. But it wasn't a bad spot. There was always some good.
I love that place.
Talent in there.
Yeah, and shuffleboard. Shuffleboard was always fun in there.
Yeah, it was a weird bar to have. It was like weird, like long, thin bar, but the shuffleboard table actually like was in a good spot. So, all right, that's it. I'm gonna go watch the Knicks.
Yeah, go Knicks.
I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, or I'll probably text you during this game. Alex,
take some
the worm always gets crushed. Just remember that, pal.
I'm a big Knicks fan.
Yeah, sure.
I just thought it was funny when you were getting crushed.
Fix your face. See you later. Lots of love.
Later.
Peace.